Hello, Boomerites. What's going on? It's good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. And I've got a reaction for you today. This is sent in by Mr. Young. And this is Olivia Colman on both Olivia Colman and Richard Ayoade on the Graham Norton Show. And apparently Olivia Colman is impressed with Richard Ayoade's book premise. So this should be interesting. I'm interested in hearing what the what this is all about. Also, before I even started the video, we got Chadwick Boseman here. Rest in peace. That death was pretty shocking when it happened. I don't think he told anybody what was going on with him. That was sad. Anyway, we're here for some laughs, right? So. Olivia Colman hooked on Richard Ayoade's book premise. So remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And let's check this out on the Graham Norton Show. Here we go.
Richard Ayoade has written a book. Yes. Wow. Thank you. Loving the books.
Wow. Can you all look under your seats? There's nothing there.
Now, it's called Ayoade on Top. And
yes.
Before we talk about it, I'm going to say, because it's true, it is a really funny book. I say that because it may not be initially apparent when you start talking about what it's about.
Yes. Thank you for preempting my poor salesmanship. Because I tend to put people off anything that's to do with me. So, yeah, well, you're very kind to say that.
It is very funny, but now you need to tell people what it's about.
OK, and let me do some damage now. So, to say it is about a Gwyneth Paltrow film called View from the Top, in which she plays a stewardess.
This is the poster.
This is the poster.
Have you all seen that film?
Have you seen this film?
Is it true?
I saw it. No, it's a real film. I saw it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a real film.
I haven't seen it.
Well, buckle up.
Do I need to see it?
Literally.
To read it?
Literally. You do not need to... If you've seen any film, you have seen this film.
Oh, okay.
It is very similar to all films. Gwyneth Paltrow plays a blue-collar worker. I don't know what research she did. Maybe she went into Whole Foods once. And she dreams of becoming an air stewardess. She becomes one. That's the film. But here's the dilemma. Can she be an air stewardess and maintain a loving relationship with Mark Ruffalo?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
I like how he cuts her off. Does anybody have this book? Has anybody read this? Is it any good? I love little comedy books that people write. I've got a bunch from George Carlin that he wrote over the years. Rest in peace, him too. But yeah, I always love a good book like that. So if it's any good and I need to get my hands on it, please let me know.
The demands of being an air stewardess are too onerous. She's got to hand out salty nuts. There are little blowy things she's got to demonstrate. It's a nightmare. So they break up for a while. What should she do? You're literally the opposite of on the edge of your seat. You're so far. You're like this. You're like, stop telling me the story. Stop it. She manages to reconcile with Mark Ruffalo.
Oh.
Happy ending?
Despite the salty notes.
The salty nuts.
Chadwick Boseman for the win. For the win, that was great.
And then at the end, it is a huge gun battle.
What?
No, it's not. She bends down and kisses him.
But this is essentially a sort of academic reading of it, as if it's a classic.
Yes, I saw this film with my wife. That's not a joke. Chose to marry me. That is possible that someone would choose that. I saw this film with my wife and I was so haunted by this film that it's taken me 3 years to exercise it from my system. And I've gone through the book in forensic detail, explaining why it's so important. and I've interwoven it with things from my life. It really is so important to give this film the respect it deserves. Because people haven't seen it, people aren't discussing it. Can you believe this is the first book about this film? The first one.
Is the entire book about that, though? Or is this whole thing a ruse? This book doesn't exist, they just did it to have a joke on the show. I don't know, man. But if the whole book is just about that film, I don't know if I want it anymore.
Atrocity.
People aren't taking it seriously, Graham.
It's a whole book.
And we need to have a conversation about this film.
But yeah, but also, as you say, you do weave in other things. There's a beautiful evocation of your childhood Christmases in Ipswich.
Yes, and they celebrate Christmas in Ipswich to this day. They still do. My mother liked the house very clean for Christmas. We would have to clean everything before presents were given out, which was on Christmas Eve. My mother was Norwegian. But it really was a ruse just to really amp up the housework. And she baked a lot of biscuits, Christmas biscuits, which I found out aren't a thing. No, she just
When you
brought...
say biscuits, do you mean biscuits or,
I needed
or do you mean
energy.
cookies?
Cookies.
No,
Cookies.
cookies.
Okay, okay.
You're on my turf now, Chadwick.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny. That's funny. America. Hey, Yank, you're on my turf now, okay? You say it right.
No, she just
When you
brought...
say biscuits, do you mean biscuits or,
I
or do
needed
you mean
energy.
cookies?
Cookies.
No,
Cookies.
cookies.
Okay, okay.
You're on my turf now, Chadwick.
I'm just... Okay, I'm just trying to understand what you mean. Because we put out biscuits for Santa Claus.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, we call them cookies, though.
I needed the biscuits to have the energy to clean the house.
Can I just ask, what does Gwyneth know about it?
Does Gwyneth know about this?
Yeah.
She's not emailed me as yet. But I don't know. She may be, you know, in the middle of a cleanse. We don't know.
Oh my God. That was actually the best part of the video was him saying to Chadwick, "You're on my turf now." Yeah, fucking Yank. Oh, that was great. That was great. It just reinforces the fact that whenever it is I do make it to the UK, I want to go to a bar and somebody says, "What do you want, you Yank Muppet?" I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I don't know. That the book, if it's just about I can't imagine him writing an entire book just about that movie, which is probably terrible. It's a funny premise, though. I don't know if I would want to read it. But if anybody has their hands on that book, let me know if it's just about that movie. If not, if it's just a part of it and the rest of it is funny stuff that Richard Ayoade has put in there, then I would love to get my hands on it. But if it's just about the movie on top, I don't know. Probably not. I'd probably pass on that. Anyway, nice little clip there. So thank you, Mr. Young, for sending that in. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I will see you again soon. Have a great day today, Boom Rights. Peace out.